I don't really know because I would have to be here to know.
Yeah, do you get nervous before you go on stage a little bit?
A little bit, not very much though.
So tell me what you're most liking. What's the biggest fun about doing pageants?
It's just like taking time off the day from getting in trouble or having to do school and being a princess and not getting in trouble.
Do you think that sometime if even if your mom doesn't really like the glitz, that you might want to try a glitz pageant? Maybe when you get a little older? How do you feel about that?
The glitz, like, I don't think that would be very fun because I don't think the flippers would be very comfortable. And when we were watching Toddlers and Tiaras, this girl had to like almost like purple stuff and put them in there. I don't know if it was like a glue that you can have in your mouth or something, but I don't think it would be very fun.
You know, sometimes I know as a woman, and you're a young woman too, or growing up to be a young woman, we have to realize that there's a little bit of pain with some of that beauty. And I can tell you that when they do some of those hairstyles and some of that, you know, some of that stuff doesn't even feel comfortable. You know, they're tugging on their hair and it's like, that hurts. So you're not feeling at this point like that'd be something you'd like to do?
No, but when I was in baton, like, the hair, like, you would have to have it, like, on top of your head, and you would have to have fake hair that goes around your bun that you can put in your hair. And it wasn't very comfortable because the bobby pins would always stick me in the head.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, or, you know, you get one of those too fancy dresses, they're not even very comfortable to wear. So, do you ever think you might, Contessa, want to do commercials or try out for something like that if you get more comfortable with sort of being a performer on stage in pageants?
I would say no because I would be kind of scared to get on TV.
So you don't see yourself in show business necessarily, and your mom says no. And truly, Crystal, you don't think that, aren't there quite a few mothers that see this as a jumping off point for some sort of show business type career?
I think probably so. I mean, you're hoping to get discovered, but I think that's probably a lot more with your glitz pageants. I mean, I don't think you probably have any expectations of an agent coming to Salina, Kansas, you know, to discover some child. But you know, Tessa, I think she would be an amazing performer, and you know, if somebody wanted to put her in commercials or whatever locally, I'm sure she would have a blast with that. She'd be a little nervous at first, but she's actually a very, very funny girl and very well-rounded. Tessa's actually went to wrestling practice last night.
Oh,
so
wow, getting in with the boys.
Yeah,
we do cross with both of these, even boys in pageants.
Yeah, we had a couple of boys at the pageant here, and that was really awesome to see that. And so,
well, this has been so much fun having you, and thank you so much for coming.
The little boys were cute.
The little boys were cute. Okay.
Well, thanks for having us too.
And I just want to close here to make sure that people go on to the website, because this is actually a benefit for CAPS, and it's www.kansascutiespageants.com. This pageant for CAPS, the benefit is here in January, but they're going to have other pageants. I know they have another one coming up in February. Thanks again for listening to Joan on the Joan Jerkovich Show. And again, be sure to go to joanjerkovich.com for our video outtakes and our links to iTunes and also our blog site. Listen, I'll put up a blog to talk a little bit more about pageants here in Salina. Thanks for joining us for innovative talk radio that surprises, entertains, and sometimes informs you. The Joan Jerkovich Show, 9 a.m. Saturdays on 910 KINA Salina. Long extra. Thank you so much for coming. So this was fun, and congratulations on your wins, and you'll have more. And
Thank you.
sounds like great mom time. And brother showed up, huh?
My brother's very supportive.
Yeah.
And, you know, he didn't even flinch a muscle at being. It wasn't even a question if he would be there. You know, so I mean, we had a lot of comments from other moms and dads that were like, "You would never have gotten my son here." And I'm like, that's just, you know.
He's just being a supportive person.
We all just support each other, and she has sat through endless wrestling tournaments. And
that's exactly right. This is a little bit of payback. This is your thing that he's going to come and support. So, Well, I hope the benefit does well, you know, and I just think this is something with what you've presented. You're so good at communicating, you know, your philosophy of this. I mean, just a wonderful talk show guest. But to communicate to the community, you know, what a positive thing this can be for children, and so not like that show on TV.
Yeah, and
we're also jaded to think that that's what this is all about. I really didn't actually, to be honest, know that they're, except until I went on the Kansas Cuties website, you know, about the natural pageant. All I ever knew of pageants was more the glitz.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I had gotten online and kind of showed Tessa the difference between, you know, look at these pictures of these little girls, and, you know, we talked about the appropriateness of the makeup they were wearing and being spray tanned. And
they make them look like way too old.
And then, I mean, even their photogenic shots they present, I mean, they're airbrushed and they don't even look like real girls. And
those would seem to
like
me,
dolls.
because you didn't seem like you're the stage mom that's looking to have this as a launching point. If it happens, that's great, but you're not the stage mom looking to launch into a showbiz career. But I would bet you're going to find more of those in the glitz.
I think you probably
in the glitz
will.
area
And
that are really kind of promoting and hoping agents show up, or
the
maybe
thing I
even
always
have
think
agents.
of with my kids are, how does this affect them 10 years from now? What did this teach them? You know, my son's a wrestler and we're not hardcore and we don't go to all the extra camps and we don't go work out 5 hours a day to be the strongest. I mean, 10 years from now, wrestling is going to be something he did in high school. It's probably not going to further his career. He's probably not going to be an Olympic gold medalist. And it's kind of the same thing with Tessa, like 10, 15 years from now. I just want her to look back and say, I enjoyed these experiences. You know, pageant obviously opened up this opportunity for her to be on the radio, and that's really awesome for her. And
absolutely. And a learning experience where if she has any other media attention, she won't be as nervous. And it just is amazing what that can all do for her. Maybe to get up and read a report in school or something. You know, it
this
just gives
morning
them
we
so much
talked
confidence.
about the proper way to speak in an interview, and that you know you were not going to be looking for.
You need to write a book.
Yeah, I want to. I do.
See,
but,
you're a teacher. You're a natural parent teacher, and
So,
how wonderful that this is for CAPS, because that's what CAPS is all about: is teaching parenting skills.
10 years from now, she'll still have the skills that she learned in this environment, being with you and speaking in full sentences and you know sitting up straight and being able to present herself well.
I needed you to coach me before I started this, because I'm actually sitting on a couple of things because we couldn't get the right chair, so I'm on these and I use sliding and my posture's bad. So there you have it. I won't win a medal today. What can I say? Well, I'll let you guys go, and thank you so much. It was fun. We'll maybe have a time. I'm going to repeat some of these, and I might, you know, have an opportunity. Keep in touch. Send me an email if you win a fun pageant and want to come in with a new crown or tiara. So it could be fun.